EOM Business Network. So much for one broadcast.
Hello everyone, it's another beautiful day and thank you very much for joining us. You're watching the EOM Business Network, indeed the voice of corporate Nigeria. I am Olorogo Elkanah Mawari. Today on the program, we shall be taking a look at the Nigerian economy from the viewpoint of industry operators. And so on Let's Talk, we shall be looking at Aklan Group, a frontline integrated real estate development and construction company in Africa. On Spot On, we shall bring you a stylish bed-focused woman, experienced ICT operator, serial entrepreneur, result-driven project management expert, and industry captain, Ochuko Iyogoya, who is the founder and chief executive officer of Java Plus Innovations Limited, a fast-growing fintech and software development company in Nigeria, and one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2024. And on the face-to-face is an excellent gentleman, experienced business management strategist, vision-driven entrepreneurial expert, team player, and industry captain, Dr. Olariwaju Kazeem, who is the Group Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Alert Group, one of the acclaimed full-service financial support solutions providers in Nigeria, and indeed, one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2024. It's a package you'll love to watch. Sit back as we bring you the details. Sonny Ekalume is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Bridge Clinic, Nigeria's foremost and ISO-certified IVF center, and indeed, one of the most distinguished lifetime awardees for 2024.
Bridge Clinic is the first IVF-focused clinic in Nigeria. Bridge Clinic was founded in 1999, so this year we are 25 years. So we are celebrating our 25th anniversary this year. So we've been in the IVF business for the past 25 years. It was founded in 1999 by Dr. Richardson Ajayi, who is an obstetrician and gynecologist. We have 4 locations in Nigeria. That is in Ikeja here, in Port Harcourt, in Abuja, and also in Victoria Island. And recently, we opened an outlet in London. So we have Bridge Clinic London that opened last year. And we offer the gamut of fertility treatment, including IVF. The vision of Bridge Clinic is to be the leading fertility brand you trust. And we have achieved that over the past 25 years. And to lend credence to that is the fact that we have won the Nigerian Healthcare Excellence Award for 6 years running now that we've won that award. That lays credence to the fact that we are a leading fertility brand in Nigeria. That's our vision. Our mission is to complete families by delivering exceptional care safely and compassionately. And those two are important: safety and compassion.
This is Aklan Group. Welcome to our world. Aklan Group is a world-class quality integrated full-service real estate company operating in major cities with core competencies in property development, advisory, facility and project management, amongst others. At Aklan, we specialize in acquiring, developing, and investing in sustainable housing properties in cities across Nigeria. Jide Olumodemu, a quintessential gentleman, experienced real estate professional, visionary entrepreneurial expert, philanthropist, and acclaimed industry captain, is the founder, chairman, group managing director, and chief executive officer of Aklan Group.
I would say the first seeds were sown in my mind as a young boy, following my mom to the market on Lagos Island. Driving on the bridge, looking out the window, I used to look at the tall buildings on the marina, and I used to wonder, how did these buildings come about? But it was dormant. Further down the line, 10 years ago, we came to Victoria Island and started our very first project called Grace Court. Vantage, which was a success, and with double Vantage, we went to Fabian, which was even a far bigger project at that time, and it was a success. In 2019, we had yet another inspired thought to take the business to another level. Because of what will happen in Turkey, and because of that drive, we decided, you know what, we can do this thing not in Turkey, but in Nigeria. And that year was what I termed our leap year. On a Sunday, we passed Ahmadu Bello. And as we were passing, I looked at the gate of Equella. I said, what's inside this city? And I drove in and I saw the great infrastructure and the abundance of land. And I saw these tall buildings. Can we do this on our own? And I said, yes, we can. But it had to be different. We had to be different from what we were before. So we took time out again to refit the dream, upscale our team, and there we have it now. The rest is history.
So far, so good. Arkland Group has grown in leaps and bounds. Evelyn Edumo, a delectable woman, goal-getting professional and resourceful project management expert, is the Chief Operating Officer of Arkland Group.
Arkland Properties is a full-service real estate organization with a strong presence in major cities. Our core is to acquire, develop, and put together housing solutions for multiple homeowners, home and abroad. As you know, there's a housing deficit in the country, and we serve as a major player in that industry, trying to close that gap by providing fantastic, affordable housing solutions in the best locations with quality infrastructure, and giving an all-round 360-degree quality of service to the purchasers and our subscribers at large. Arkland Properties and Investment Limited, which is growing into a development and investment company, is a part of a group. So Arkland Group runs a 360-degree offer that covers conceptualization, development of housing solutions, and also we are into the construction industry, where we have an arm of the group that does construction. Then we have the facility management company too, that handles post-construction services for our subscribers. And amongst it, we have other subsidiaries that are propping up all as part of the group. We concluded 10 years last year. We're 10 years old, and we've been able to achieve so much as a company, and we're looking into the next few decades of our existence with the help of course, our amazing stakeholders and the subscribers at large. Our vision is to be one of the most sought after real estate companies locally and globally, providing sustainable housing solutions to various home searchers worldwide. Our mission also is to surpass client expectations, delivering superior value, and giving all of our stakeholders good return on their investment. We will do this by continuously learning and observing industry trends, matching customers' needs and lifestyle choices across the range of exclusive products that we have on offer. Our core values, revolve around 7 things, which we term with the acronym PRESTIGE, starting with the first thing, people. So people, both internally and externally, we're very big on, people.
Ochiko Iyogoya, a stylish but focused woman, experienced ICT professional, serial entrepreneur, and result-driven entrepreneurial expert and industry captain, is the founder and chief executive officer of Java Plus Innovations Limited, a fast-growing fintech and software development company in Nigeria, and one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2024.
Having the right mindset and approach is what you need to survive in a country like Nigeria. It's actually a difficult place to run a business, but there are some key factors you can actually rely on if you want to succeed in this environment. And that is more of having strategic thinking, being resilient, building the right relationships, and adaptability, adapting to every situation as it comes. Okay, so that's one thing that really helped us. I mean, we've been in this business for a very long time, and it's not been rosy okay, but we've been so resilient. We've been so resilient because we really want to succeed. And so far, so good. We have really been seeing the dividends. The rewards have started coming in. It wasn't an easy road, but we've gotten there. The country or the economy is not really an enabling place for businesses. So what I do, or what I'll encourage every other business out there to do, is to be able to adapt to different circumstances as it comes. That would do not rely on just one source of stream of income. Okay, like when we started Java Plus, the focus was to build software applications for different industries, different businesses, but then the money wasn't really forthcoming, but we had to start thinking outside the box. So that's what led us to going into different type of business. We have a training academy right now, which is called Melodia Coding Academy, where we train developers, and we also outsource developers to companies, and we also do technology consultation for companies. So these are multiple streams of income we're able to use to boost up the business and take care of the expenses. So it's easy to succeed in this environment, but you just have to be focused. You have to be resilient. You have to adapt to changes. You have to just build the right network. It's also very important, okay, because the government is not really there to help small businesses like us. So we rely solely on the relationships we make, our families, okay, and friends. Okay, that's what has really sustained our business. In places where investors don't come, we have to fall back on those relationships or those networks we build. So far so good. I thank God it has been a great journey so far.
This is Java Plus Innovations Limited. Java Plus Innovations. Call us now. Dr. Kazim Olariwaju, an excellent gentleman, experienced business management strategist, vision-driven entrepreneurial expert, team player, and industry captain, is the Group Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Alert Group, one of the frontline integrated micro, small, and medium enterprise financial support service providers in Nigeria, and one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2024.
What we try to do in Alert Group, which is, I would still say, is at its infant stage, is that we have identified some gaps or some challenges, or if you like, some problem in the system, and we feel that we can provide the solution. First of all, our focus is African markets, but we're starting from Nigeria. And what we want to do is to enable MSME businesses to thrive. So part of what I did in my PhD is to discover during my research that 80% of businesses in Africa die before their 5 years anniversary. On top of that, I'm talking of MSME now, 80% died before their 5th anniversary. On top of that is that 80% of the employed population are employed by this sector. So you see how important it is to the economy. Now, if that be the case, so what's responsible for them dying before the 5th anniversary? Most of them is as a result of lack of funding, okay, or if you like, general financial services. So they may do everything right,
So, which we all know, if you want to expand a business, you will need to put in more resources. Most of them cannot afford the working capital that will take them to the next level. So what happens? You discover that their cost will come to a level where their output cannot match that cost. And what you see is that the profit is being eroded gradually. And of course, it will hit the capital. And then when you erode the capital, the business is gone. So we are out to see how we can support this sector of the economy. So our focus is MSME, micro, small, and medium enterprise across Africa. And that we are starting from Nigeria. So that's why you will see today that more than 98% of the business we do is just business focused. So this may not be a good place for anybody to come and ask for consumer loan. I want to buy a car, I will do it exceptionally for business people. But this is a place you can come to and say, look, my business is challenged. I need funding, or I need a platform to support, and then you will readily get the answer. So this gap is what we saw in the market, which is based on research, and then we want to, as much as possible, address that. Now, how do we want to address it? We look at a microfinance bank, which is Alat Microfinance Bank. We also look at a finance company, or an MFI, which is the Autobox. Of course, we also have plans to include other companies in future into this. Some of them will be this year, or some will come next year, just to make sure that the company becomes a financial supermarket. So you walk in, whatever you want to buy financially, you'll find it. The ones we cannot do by ourselves, we have very credible partners that can provide it. So there is no need for any of our customers to look elsewhere. So ultimately, this is what we want to do. But much more importantly is to ensure that these businesses remain going concern as long as the entrepreneur behind them wants to get the business going. We do not want to see a situation where a business will have to die because they can't find the funding that is required. And so we are starting from Nigeria. We want to do that for about 4 years. We'll be able to build very good management team that can also go to other African countries. We're already discussing with some of our partners outside the country the possibility of us opening our businesses. But, like they say, charity begins at home. So if we get it right in Nigeria, we are good to go elsewhere. At the moment, we have 2. There are many more that will come. So we have Alat Microfinance Bank, which is a focus on micro and medium enterprise businesses in Nigeria. And they've been in operation for about 10 years now. They started since 2014. So actually, we mark the 10 years by February this year. And they have remained profitable. We've seen that even with Alat MSB, they are not able to scratch the surface of what we can do. And so they gave birth to the Autobox lenders, which is focused more on SME businesses in Nigeria. Both of them work together, sharing knowledge and also resources. So that helps us also to lower costs while we're able to cover more of the market. And of course, by the limitation of the microfinance bank, there are businesses they can do, even though they have the capacity or they have the resources to do it. So rather than send those people away, the Autobox lender can take care of them. So the 2 of them are working together as members of the group. We are expecting that we'll have more subsidiaries this year and the years to come. We are looking at green energy, where we are able to provide renewable energy to businesses across Nigeria. That is still in the works. We're also eyeing the capital market. So maybe like an investment bank or asset management that can also help us upscale. So because moving out of this country, you need a lot of players to make it a success. Our belief is that the more things we can do by ourselves, the better for us. Third party, they can be efficient, they can be good, but you don't have control. So as much as possible, we also want to keep in-house a lot of skill that can support what we want to do. So at the moment, we have 2 subsidiaries, but many more will likely come, but maybe one at a time. Yeah. In terms of vision, we want to be the best provider of financial services, not beyond 2035 in Africa. So our vision is, if we want to talk about financial services in Africa, the first company that will come to your mind will be Alert Group. In terms of mission, is to enable MSME businesses to thrive, micro, small, and medium enterprise across Africa, giving them, platform to be their partner of choice, such that you have a business today. What we're going to think about is, how do I work with Alert to get it to the next level? In other words, we see a lot of potential in Africans, but we also see that the platform under which this potential can become a reality is very limited. Okay, so the mission is to take people from where they are to where they need to be based on the potential that they have. And of course, this is not misplaced. So data has it that more than 60% of Africans are less than 30 years of age. So really, if you say the future, say in the next 50 years, it actually belongs to Africa. We just have to be prepared to be able to take that opportunity. Probably that's what China has done. That's what India have done. So both of them were known for their size of population, but not economic power. But today you can see them gradually move from where they used to be, just known for their population, and then now they are becoming relevant. Some of them moving from maybe like 20 level to being the first among the first 5 economies in the world. So you see a similarity between them and of course Nigeria. So today too we are known for population, that's not the output. So something must happen to make the population productive. When that population is productive, what you are likely to see is that the economy will move from where it is. So what looks like a cost today can actually be an advantage. Our services are, very straightforward, and if you like, they are generic. So we use the different platform to do all those services. So we do savings and deposits today, just for people to be able to build their assets. Because obviously, if you want to look at poverty index, one of the things we need to look at is the ability for people to be able to build their assets. Okay, and one of the ways is for you to increase your savings. When you increase your savings, you are probably going to have more investable funds. So it's not just for you to be borrowing all the time or to be looking for funds. So that's there. Okay. We also do loans and advances, obviously to support businesses, especially businesses with cash flow. And it's very straightforward. You just need to demonstrate to us that you have the cash flow to support the lending, i.e., you are able to pay back the principal and the interest, and you are good to go. This we do in less than 72 hours. If all your documents are okay, everything is okay, you are likely to get the disbursement within 72 hours. Very straightforward, based on criteria that we have set. You can make loan requests online, stuff like that. So we do savings and deposits, we do loans. Of course, we do funds movement, which is transfer. So we have a mobile app today that has all the features you can think about. On that mobile app, you can do funds transfer, you can do bills payment. For instance, you want to pay for your cable TV, or you want to pay for light, or you have all that on that mobile app. Now we do insurance through third party. So every loan that we have today is insured, because we've also seen from studies that a lot of people, businesses are cut short because of incidents that are beyond their control. For instance, you can see what happened on the island in the market where a lot of those shops got burned. Of course, most of our customers that were involved, their goods were insured. So they may not be able to get 100%, but at least they will get something that will help them to start the business. So now we do that through a third party. Of course, we also do digital financial services. So, the likes of POS, the likes of cards, even the mobile app that I talked about. So it's just like replicating the bank in your phone. so in your pocket. So you can do whatever thing that we do coming to our bank, on those platforms. So these are some of the services that we render. And of course, we have well-tailored products to support this. For instance, for savings, we have target savings, we have Polo Ajo, which is like, daily collection. If you like, you can make it weekly, you can make it monthly, and it's automated. So, you just need to connect to either a card or an account and then the money is picked regularly on your mobile device. You can check the updates, how much you have done, and what mileage you have to cover to get to the end. So for the loans, we have the people we call our loan officers or executive credit managers who interact with people, make proposal to them based on what they see your business can do. So we are not just out there just lending to anybody anyhow. No, so they will look at your business, advise you based on what they have seen, what they think is suitable for your business. Okay, so generally it's just to enable a business person function very well. So there's hardly anything that you will need as a businessman, as far as financial services is concerned, that you won't get in the group today. A lot of things, the company is still very young, but I can tell you that one of the things that we try to do is, given the deficiency of integrity in this system, we try to have a very high level of integrity, okay, and sincerity and transparency. So if today we give you an offer in terms of loan, nothing is going to happen beyond what you see in the letter. Nothing. Nothing is going to be hidden, and there is nothing we will do other than what we have said there.
Rating agencies. We're trying to get to a stage where we'll start.
And this is where we bring down the curtains on today's package of the EOM Business Network. Thank you very much for spending your valued time with us. We hope it was worth your while. But just in case you missed out on any aspect of it, then you can come with us to any of our feedback portals, as you can see on the screen. Our deep gratitude to you, our sponsors, for your continued interest and support. Always remember, with you and us, we are champs. Oh yes, I remain Olorogo Elkanah Mowari. Please, let's do this again, same time, same channel next week. We'll see you then.